to the Bible. It's your good friend A.A. Ron. We are now in Numbers chapter 10. I'm going to try to make this a quickie because your homie has to talk to his counselor. I was going to try to make that all rhyme, but counselor doesn't really rhyme with quickie and homie. All right, let's keep this going. Okie dokie smoky. All right, Numbers chapter 10, NLT. Yeah, normally I would talk to my counselor at like 2:30, but the other guy he normally talks to canceled, and I happen to be up today. Normally I would still be kind of knocked out. I'm trying this whole thing where I go to bed at like normal hours in air quotes, whatever normal is. I tried to go to bed at like 11 yesterday, but I don't think I fell asleep till around like 2:30-ish a.m.-ish, 3 a.m. maybe. I was going to record a podcast last night, but your boy ended up just eventually fell asleep to a podcast. So I just have a whole rotation of podcasts, mostly sports podcasts, sprinkles of some Christian podcasts in there, but it's mostly sports, just to be honest, because a lot of what they're talking about is the same thing, especially with the dead period of sports right now. They're all talking about like the same boring stuff. And baseball is kind of boring, but I like having it playing sometimes because sometimes I just need like stuff that is kind of mind-numbing material, but I don't have to think a whole lot. There's some NPR stuff on there too. Freakonomics, The Indicator, First Up, If You Know, You Know. No Stupid Questions, that kind of stuff. Let me see, is this thing? Yeah, okay, I had to flip it to make sure. I realized on these screen recordings, I was like, Aaron, why don't you do landscape mode? That way when you upload these on YouTube, it looks better. It's like, haha. All right, Numbers chapter 10, NLT, the silver trumpets. It's cool too, because I just realized Tony Evans, he is reading out of the book of Numbers right now. Isn't that cool, y'all? Lets me know I'm on the right track. And we were just reading John 7 yesterday about living water. And the scripture today on the Bible app was Psalm 42:1, that David, I think it was David said that, as a deer pants for water, so my soul thirsts for thee. All right, the silver trumpets. Now the Lord said to Moses, make 2 trumpets of hammered silver for calling the community to assemble and for signaling the breaking of camp. When both the trumpets are blown, everyone must gather before you at the entrance of the tabernacle or the tent of meeting. But if only one trumpet is blown, then only the leaders, the heads of the clans of Israel, must present themselves to you. That'll be funny. Like, I'll be the one confused. Like, was that 2 trumpets or 1 trumpet blows? Oh, y'all don't need me here at this meeting? Oh, my bad. Peace out. There's nothing like the feeling of knowing that a meeting has been canceled or that there was a meeting call that wasn't intended for you. And as long as you didn't have to like drive, even if you had to drive to be at this meeting, right? You feel relieved, like, oh, I can go home. Or like you show up when you were younger and you didn't have no like for real bills, and you would show up to work and you didn't it was your second job, like waiting tables or something like that. And they said, hey, does anyone want to leave? Anyone want to go home? We got too many servers today. And you go like, oh, I'll go home. Yes, me. Yes, I'm tired. I'm working 2 jobs. I had probably like 2 kids at the time, even though I probably needed the money. There was times where I'm like, this is my second job anyway. Yeah, send me home. I think more times than not, though, I was the one that like would just work because they knew I had kids, especially once I got up to 4. I would just stay there. Anyway, I got on a whole tangent about something that had nothing to do with this Tenta meeting. Well, kind of it did, but let's keep going. I don't know if I'm going to finish this in 20 minutes or now I got 18. I talked to my counselor at noon and it's 11:42 in the morning. What is today? I forgot to say the date. Today's the 24th. Hey, Kobe. July 24th, 2024. Hey, 7/24/24. Coolio. All right. Where was I? My bad, y'all. I'm over here clicking stuff. Verse 5, when you sound the signal to move on, the tribes camped on the east side of the tabernacle must break camp and move forward. When you sound the signal on a second time, the tribes camped on the south will follow. You must sound short blast as a signal for moving on, but when you call the people to an assembly, blow the trumpets with a different signal. Only the priest, Aaron's descendants, are allowed to blow the trumpets. This is a permanent law for you to be observed from generation to generation. Interesting. Verse 9, when you arrive in your own land and go to war against your enemies who attack you, sound the alarm with the trumpets. Then the Lord your God will remember you and rescue you from your enemies. Blow the trumpets in times of gladness, too, sounding them at your annual festivals and at the beginning of each month. And blow the trumpets over your burnt offerings and peace offerings. The trumpets will remind your God of his covenant with you. I am the Lord, your God. Did y'all know that I know how to play the trumpet? Well, it's sitting under my bed and it's kind of rusty. I haven't played it in a while. The hard part is I live in this apartment and I would feel bad about making a lot of noise in here with neighbors. I know some people wouldn't care, but I mean, and then it's so hot outside. If I were to go play it, I would go like sit in a park in my car and just play. I should like find some free practice rooms, like see if I can go to talk to somebody at UMKC and be like, hey, or join some kind of band. Some kind of, where it's okay to play. I just don't have that kind of time right now, y'all. All I do is sleep and drive Rebu. I'm about to start these classes at the end of the month. Next week, actually. My laptop should be arriving today. I'm tired, y'all. I don't know how let's see here, what is it, 11:45? How did I sleep? Like 7-8 hours, however much it was, and I'm still tired. Oh, the joys of being 37. All right, the Israelites leave Sinai in the second year after Israel's departure from Egypt. On the 20th day of the second month, the cloud lifted from the tabernacle of the covenant. So the Israelites set out from the wilderness of Sinai and traveled on from place to place until the cloud stopped in the wilderness of Paran. That's a cool name. Could you imagine if that was your name, Paran? I wonder what it means. Paran. Yeah. I like that pronunciation better than Paran, actually. Paran. Like your pops, your pa, he ran. Get it? Verse 13, when the people set out for the first time, interesting that it was in the wilderness. It said until the cloud stopped in the wilderness of Paran. Why would the cloud stop at the wilderness, y'all? Isn't that what Jesus did often? He'd go off to the wilderness to be alone with God. Why does God love the wilderness so much? Verse 13, when the people set out for the first time, following the instructions the Lord had given through Moses, Judah's troops led the way. They marched behind their banner, and their leader was Nahshon, son of Amminadab. They were joined by the troops of the tribe of Issachar, led by Nethanel, son of Zuar, and the troops of the tribe of Zebulun, led by Eliab, son of Helon. When the tabernacle was taken down, and the Gershonite and Merarite divisions of the Levites were next in the line of march, carrying the tabernacle with them, Reuben's troops went next, marching behind their banner. Their leader was Eliezer, son of Shadur. Hey, go Shadur again. Quarterback for the Colorado Bison. What do they call? Are they the Bison? The Buffs. They think they call the Buffs. The Buffaloes. For y'all don't know, Deion Sanders has a son named Shadur and a son named Shiloh who play football at the University of Colorado in Boulder. We'll see how. I don't think they should be okay this year, but I don't know because their offensive line isn't very good, and you need somebody to like block so Shadur can actually play well. So we'll see. Apparently, I think Deion Sanders has an older son that's a junior, but he don't play no football. Only he plays any sports. He just raps. I say just raps, but or just videography or photography or something like that. But that will be the beauty of being the son of a famous athlete who made some good money. Technically, you can't really fail, and be a loser in life. I hate using that word loser, but y'all know what I'm saying. Like, at the end of the day, your dad gonna help you do something in life. Your dad knows everybody. Everybody knows your dad. You have the last name Sanders, and you're a junior. That's another thing too. It's hard to live up to like LeBron James' son, Bronny James. Even LeBron said he kind of regrets naming his son after him because it's like that's a high bar. Like you will never be able to. I'm sorry. Like the chances of you, especially his son's like 6'2", more like probably like 6'1", 6'2" with shoes on. Barely, yeah. Anyway. And his dad is like 6'8" in a tank. 6'8", 200 something pounds of muscle. That's his dad versus him. Bronny might be I think Bryce is going to be a better player because Bryce is like 6'5" right now. 6'5", 6'6", which works better in the NBA. Anyway, I don't know where I was going with all that. Shadur. My bad, y'all. Verse 19, they were joined by the troops of the tribe of Simeon, led by Shelemiel, son of Zuri Shaddai, and the troops of the tribe of Gad, led by Eliasaph, son of Dale. Lord, you trying to kill me over here. Next came the Kohathite division of the Levites, carrying the sacred objects from the tabernacle. Before they arrived at the next camp, the tabernacle would already be set up at its new location. Ephraim's troops went next, marching behind their banner. Their leader was Elishama. There you go. I love that name. Son of Ammihud. They were joined by the troops of the tribe of Manasseh, led by Gamaliel, son of Pedazur, and the troops of the tribe of Benjamin, led by Abidin, son of Gideoni. Dan's troops went last, marching behind their banner and serving as the rear guard for all the tribal camps. Their leader was Ahiezer, son of Ammishaddai. They were joined by the troops of the tribe of Asher, led by Pagiel, son of Okran. Sounds like okra. I haven't had okra in a long time. Some fried okra. It's not a whole lot of places that make it very good. A lot of times it's like mushy. Like, don't get no Church's chicken. First of all, don't eat at Church's chicken, period. That stuff will send you to an early grave. And most of the locations are in the hood and they have roaches. A lot of restaurants have a lot of bugs. If you actually work there, you would see. It would make you not ever want to eat at a restaurant, even the nice fancy ones. I remember I worked at the Cheesecake Factory in Rancho Cucamonga. I never worked at a restaurant where they had to take their roach problem was so bad. Sorry, y'all. I'm probably ruining. Like, yeah, do not go to the Cheesecake Factory in Rancho Cucamonga. Their roach problem was so bad. It was like once a month, I want to say. They had to do like a deep extermination where it might have been more than once a month because I wasn't there very long and I saw them do it like twice. I didn't work. I think I worked there maybe a month and a half. I was there. Yeah, anyway, they would take these plastic covers and put them over all the drinks, like the wine glasses and stuff in the bar area and other areas that needed to be covered. And then somebody will come in and just like do this like mass like smoke out, like a roach bomb basically. Like, but yeah, they would put on like the Ghostbuster outfits and like have the little that spray, yeah, with the backpack tank of chemicals, and they would go in and like, yeah, it was like a smoke. It was like a liquid and a smoke or something. I don't know what they had. They had something going on, and it was serious. I had never seen anything like that. I'm like, man, y'all got a serious roach problem. And yeah, there were stories people told me. I never saw the roaches, but there were stories about them like running across people's tables. I've heard that at multiple Cheesecake Factories actually, where somebody had a roach crawling across the table, and then they got their food free. But I heard as people like the managers be like, well, we can't guarantee that was our roach because sometimes people come in here with roaches in their clothes. Lord Jesus, I pray to God, if I never saw a roach again, I'll be good. If y'all want to get a laugh, go look up the Jamie Foxx episode. That's the jingle of Jingles 2000 where he's singing roaches. Yeah, look up, just type in on YouTube, Jamie Foxx, roaches. Roaches, 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 get out of the house. Anytime I've ever sent that song to a woman, like even my ex-wife when we were married, and I was like trying to be funny, I'll play it. And she said, "It's not funny, stop playing that song." All right, see, this is why I barely am going to get done in 6 minutes because I'll be getting on these tangents. How did I go from talking about a Heiser? Oh, I was talking about okra and Church's chicken. Oh, man, see, now y'all get a taste of how my brain works. Like, this is really what Chew the Bible and Invisible exposed to y'all, how the inner workings of Aaron's silly brain. All right, and the troops of the tribe of Naphtali, led by Ahira, son of Enan. This was the order in which the Israelites marched, division by division. One day, Moses said to his brother-in-law, Hobab, that's a cool name. Sounds almost like, I ain't gonna say that, but it's a bath that you take in the sink. All right, Hobab, son of Reuel, the Mennonite. We are on our way to the place. You have to do some stuff you shouldn't have been doing. All right, but God knows your heart. We are on our way to the place the Lord promised us, for he said, I will give it to you. Come with us, and we will treat you well, for the Lord has promised wonderful blessings for Israel. Oh, neato. But Hobab replied, no, I will not go. I must return to my own land and family. Please don't leave us, Moses pleaded. You know the places in the wilderness where we should camp. Come be our guide. If you do, we'll share with you all the blessings the Lord gives us. Y'all know the secrets. Verse 33, they marched for 3 days after leaving the mountain of the Lord with the ark of the Lord's covenant moving ahead of them to show them where to stop and rest. As they moved on each day, the cloud of the Lord hovered over them. And whenever the ark set out, Moses would shout, arise, O Lord, and let your enemies be scattered. Let them flee before you. And when the ark was set down, he would say, return, O Lord, to the countless thousands of Israel. That would have been a very, very interesting sight to see back then. Lord, thank you for this word. I pray that people that listen to this will chew the meat, spit out the bones. In Jesus' mighty precious name I pray. Amen. All right.
Adam could never be black. Cause a black man never shares red.
Roaches! Roaches! Get out of my house! Bidi-baba! The roaches, they are a terrible thing! Like the ones with the little wings! The little critters won't go away unless you have the spray!